Good evening, everyone. It is I, your most favorite Arknights streamer, Alyssciel. Hi, good evening. Hello, Lemon. Hello, Starbuck. Hello, Hakumen, and hello, Fox. Welcome. Good evening. We're gonna continue with our Arknight stream. We're gonna continue with Path of Life. I don't know. Last night I wasn't able to get hello, Peter. Yeah. Hello. Almost the stream while being sad. Why are you sad? Yeah, you okay? Do you need anything if ever? Also, yeah, Fox, it really depends on you. You can either go for sword and board and get dueling for more damage, or you can go for great weapon, great weapon fighting, and then pick great weapon master for more great sword damage. Yeah. Do you wonder how you will do? Do you wonder how you will do viewer wise since what do you mean? Might be watching the Enfield streams now. Well, it is what it is. I'm gonna continue. I'm gonna continue streaming Arknights until I run out of people watching me. If you know, yeah, I don't have Enfield. I wasn't able to get Enfield, so it is what it is. And I feel like Arknights Enfield, is a very different game from Arknights. So I feel like they might have a pretty different audience. Man, poor math scores. Math finalist next month sucks. I will get it going, but it still blows. Also, parents berating me. Yeah, I understand. I understand. Like, what happened with your math? What's up? Is there anything that you need to like practice on and stuff like that? Thinking of become Walmart Sakuya Toho and throw a billion knife at the enemy. Then you can do that. You can always just go for you can just always go for all of those kinds of weapon throwing. I don't know. I haven't really tried D&D lately, but I'm not sure whether there's like a new fighting style that allows you to augment throwing weapons and stuff. Yay, it's Friday. Let's go. Yeah, Chris, yeah, it is Friday. It is very much Friday. Got tossed into the deep end with trigonometry while being unfamiliar with the formulas being used since I had a different education, international versus mainland China. Is there a difference actually with mainland China and international like trigonometry? Because I'm sorry, I don't I would have wanted to help you, but trigonometry is like the worst thing that I've ever had. It's actually the only thing. It's only the only subject that held me back from being in the dean's list. If I didn't have like a failing score in trigonometry, I would have been part of the dean's list. Apparently, significantly more screwed than international. Like, well, how screwed? Also, wait. I boiled water. I'll just get some coffee. I'll get coffee because I haven't really had like that much coffee, and my head actually hurts. But I'll be back. It's not gonna take long. Kind of diabolical because it doesn't matter. It doesn't affect me. It doesn't affect my sleep either way. Made me very unhappy. It's okay. Yeah, you probably should start doing things that make you happy. I mean, you did mention that you were able to at least, get um what they call this, an a Minecraft server with your polykill, so maybe that could be. Good evening, Yuri. No, of course not. Why am I why would I say that? See, the thing with gooning is that if you goon, you're gonna have post nut clarity, and then you're gonna have like you're gonna be depressed again. Server is fucked to shit. Nobody can join, and I don't know why. Okay, that's I could. I'm not sure. I haven't tried setting up on a Minecraft server actually, especially if it's a Bedrock server. Actually, if you were in Bedrock, why don't you just buy a Minecraft realm for your Bedrock, right? Isn't that a much easier thing? Because I don't think it requires that much setup. Blamor. Also, what do you guys think about the Night Drifter Linda Yu yeah, Ryoshu? Can't Minecraft refuses to take my payment processor? Okay. How about this? I do it and then you just give me the money. I can just open it to you for you, and then you can just give it to me because I still have my Minecraft Bedrock server. Minecraft Bedrock account. Yeah. yeah. I gotta have that shit. I gotta have a shit post for that first. And yeah, I would have done a shit post today about Linda Yu Night Drifter, but apparently not. Yeah, I'll check it. I'll probably try to set it up tonight. Also, it's kind of one way that I'll be able to join the server, right? I'll be joining. Can I join the realm? I just like building in Minecraft sometimes, you know, when it's like when it's like the world is not crowded. Sometimes I get Sure, no worry. Oh yeah, Leiheng announcer. That's the only thing that matters actually. That's the thing that matters more. Okay, sure. But if you guys don't really want me there, yeah, I'll just open up to you, and I'm not gonna log in. Cause it doesn't require me to log in at least. Okay, we're gonna continue with like Path of Life because holy shit, we only had like this. Oh, they haven't really noticed this dissociative recombination thing. Like if I say it, yeah, no problem. I know, right? Oh my god, I'm doing chapter 15. Oh no. Also, I kinda feel sad. I still haven't got I didn't get Opianos. I got 50 rolls. But like I haven't gotten Opianos. Yeah. It's so sad. 50 rolls and no Opianos. What 50 rolls and Opianos does to a motherfucker. You know what? I'll level up Gladia right now. I think I'm gonna start using Gladia. I actually used her in IS yesterday. No, like this afternoon. I tried using Gladia. She was actually pretty good. I did 10 pulls and got 3 5-stars that I'll never use. Oh my god, same actually. Same. She needs the module outside Seaboard maps. Really? What does her module do actually? You know what? I'll leave her there. I only leveled her up right now. But yes, yeah. Wait, there's gonna be a Lapland rerun banner. Is that gonna be? Hello, Ultranium, welcome. I'm about to start. See, we only finished this many because this was 4 hours 30 minutes, by the way. This was 4 hours 30 minutes. What the fuck do you mean that I only finished 3 battle nodes and 1 tutorial node? When is the anniversary gonna be? No, I wasn't able to watch Kim Ji-hoon. Hello, Swaghammer, welcome. You calling me just by my name now? I'm not your queen anymore? SMH. I've lost another one. It's okay. Okay, let's get started. Altar event, Hoshiguma. Around January or February. Okay. Because look at this. I pulled this Arknights pull calculator, this one, right? I pulled this one. You see the link? I opened that. I put my resources right now. By the time that Silver Ash Altar appears and I don't pull anything, I'll have 393 pulls. Yeah. Voice log number 21. Thank you. Why is everyone down today? There's also... Yeah, Lemon was also down today. Why are you down? What happened? Unknown language, unknown time. Valeria has been back for half a month now, but I fear the package from Talos may never arrive. These precious prototype technologies and biological specimens were lost, along with the civilian-grade environmental simulation unit I ordered. So see, the Talos has been mentioned here. This is Enfield too, right? This is Enfield as well, right? Yeah, that's yeah. Hast thou heard the funny line, "Don the lion sheep does when she wins"? No, I haven't yet. Not for me. I got 393 pulls because apparently if you have the monthly card, you know, the monthly card, we're gonna get it. Just Hoshiguma Altar and Ave Mujika and skip all. Yeah, I'll probably skip Vina Victoria. I'm probably gonna skip Lates, the Thunderbringer. Yeah, and Vina Victoria. Probably Mantra as well. And then I'm gonna go for Silver Ash. And then hopefully get a Lapland before the thing. You got an itch for Mirror Dungeon? Okay. I haven't had that itch for a while now. I've only done like 1 Mirror Dungeon this last week. I haven't done my Mirror Dungeon for this week. Probably starting next week, I'm probably gonna have like 1 Limbus Mirror Dungeon stream. You know, for fan service. Yeah. 100 guarantee, so no big deals. 20 from free pulls, yeah. So 120. I'm gonna have 120 for Ave Mojika. No, 100, right? It's just gonna be 100. So I still have enough for like 300 if I don't really draw that much. Either that or yeah. I'm not gonna draw with I'm not gonna draw from Vina Victoria, Mantra. Probably Hoshiguma Altar has like a lot of pulls, right? It's got some free pulls. Lates, the Thunderbringer, I'm not gonna pull with that as well. After this, yeah, Limbus Dungeon is like Arknights IS. Yeah, that's basically it. But like recently she fucking they fucking added. They fucking added Mirror Dungeon Extreme, wherein you're level 55, but you can upgrade your sinners into like level 90 if you're lucky. Mm-hmm. 24 free pulls. Yeah, that's gonna be good. Yeah, Mirror Dungeon Extreme with full adversity. I was only able to like do it once, right? With my Heisho pack. Hmm. No notification, no incident report. The Cosmos simply slammed the door on our faces without warning. Yeah, IS has more roguelike gameplay features. Yeah, that's true. Because that is true. Masochism, which I love personally. Yeah, you know what? I'm not gonna see the only reason why I'd go back to doing Mirror Dungeon Extreme is because I haven't gotten Don Quixote as a secret boss. That's it. So since there's only like 1 month left before Canto 9, what I'm gonna be doing is I'm gonna do one Limbus stream every week. You got all 4 hidden? I only got 3 out of 4. Poor mother, she must endure the life pod a few days longer. This may be selfish, but I was the one to insist on bidding her farewell in a simulated environment. Until the moment she entered hibernation, she wanted to see her grandchildren. How could I tell her the grandchildren she envisioned simply do not exist? No doubt she still dwells in that glorious age where we journeyed among the stars. It is the only way she could see that continuing life doesn't just add to the pain. I chose Talos Union Industries products for their reliability. Mother's too sharp. If the simulation tech was even a generation older, she'd see right through it. I should have realized the risks of interstellar transport sooner. Yeah, Ricardo is... Ricardo at floor 15 is just gonna kill all of your sinners in one counter because the counter is just so fucked up. Yeah. Valeria's leave is all used up. As she left, she was still talking about her grand mission, showing not a single sign of regret. I don't know if she was leaving her regrets behind or never had any in the first place. One day, I too will sign my name on the consent form and shut down Mother's life pod. What brings you here? I came to see you. You've just undergone embryo separation surgery. The Institute of Facility Management should have allowed you to take time off to rest. Free happy rocks from everyone feeling down today? Oh yeah, Valeria. Yeah. See, if we get Ricardo at like floor 11 or floor 10, there's not really much problems. But if you encounter Ricardo in fucking Mirror Dungeon 15, MDE 15, it's like, oh, you hit him once and then what he does is just fucking kill you with counters. Bang. Unfortunate. The surgery is as non-invasive as it gets, you know. There's no need to rest that long. I can tell whether you care more about me or the little fellow in the incubation chamber, Magister Avitus. Playing some Nocturne? Yeah, you should work on your games backlog. Honestly, the only reason why I have a backlog is because there are some games that I kind of want to just play on stream, right? Of course I care about you, but any newborn in Agir, as it is, now deserves attention as well. After he's born, will you choose to raise him personally or give him to the Institute of Incubation? I don't think about that sort of thing. It's too far away, too distant. I went to the hospital before I came here. The hospital? Why? You're aware of the battle yesterday, yes? Surely you've seen the news. 2 fleets and over 1,000 legionnaires went into battle, but only 26 returned. The waterway program is at a turning point, and the Miliarium has endured its greatest sacrifice since its departure. There have also been quite a few abnormalities in the city as of late. What is it you're trying to say? The Sea Patrol are already looking for you, aren't they, Cassia? About that missing data scientist. So, basically the Agir, right? They are trying to connect with the surface, but the thing is, there's this missing data scientist. Her name is Tuli or something like that. Yeah. Yeah, that's gonna be for Arknights Day, 1 p.m. day. And I'm not sure whether I'm gonna take 2 days to rest or just 1 day. Honestly, yeah. And I kinda still wanna finish Silent Hill F actually. Because I haven't even done the first ending, but you know, it is what it is. Yeah, her name is Tuli. She's missing. Gladia and the other Abyssal Hunter, Spectre. They found her. They found her remains. No, not really her remains, but like some traces of her, unfortunately, and they think that she's dead. But when they were doing a patrol, so basically like I think like two legions of Agir vessels were ambushed by by Seaborn, and then the Seaborns just basically wiped them all out except for 26 people, which is very unfortunate. And now it seems that the waterway project is like in a bit of a pickle. Magister Avitus. You know, of all the documents in your collection, the one I like the most is The Death of Life, despite its lack of scholarly value. I never found that diary by accident. More than 300 years ago, 4 great researchers studying the prehistoric civilizations made incredible discoveries in the mantle ruins, bringing back countless precious technologies and data to Agir. Compared to all those blueprints and theoretical papers, a transcript of voice-recorded diary is hardly worth anything. And so it gathered dust in the Academy of Sciences databases, until, thanks to your curiosity, it was deciphered and turned into a popular reading material. Merely the musings of an ordinary predecessor in his endless journey. But I love the story of that predecessor. I enjoyed seeing reality through his eyes. How the connections between the countless stars collapsed and how the trust between myriad races crumbled away. Goods were in short supply, technology was lost, philosophy and art fell silent. No matter how much hope and vision went into their great undertakings, they ultimately faded into silence, just like those nanomachines interred within the beacon tower. Did you empathize with his despair, Kasia? You've never shown a trace of that emotion though. You even chose to have a child born into a world that could face ruin at any moment. That isn't the choice of someone who's lost all hope. I don't feel a shred of despair, really. That old-fashioned, dispirited middle-aged man, it's hard to imagine how I could empathize with him at all. I simply appreciated how, by borrowing from his past experiences, you ingeniously tore apart the magnificent facade covering the eyes of today's Agir. We must accept that the things and qualities we were once proud of have no use now. Perhaps they have always been flawed, and this calamity merely exposed them. Preparing for the inevitable Matador fight? Cockcliff. Not yet. Why do you guys not call him Heathcock? Because remember, his name is Heath, and then there's a C, right? It's supposed to be Heathcliff. Yeah. So just use Heathcock. That's like easier. What do you mean? Okay, so the most popular days for Arknights are Wednesday, Thursday, Saturday, and Sunday. With Saturday being the most popular. So I can expect people during Wednesday, Saturday, and Sunday more. Okay, I had a poll on the server on which days are the best for Arknights, and that's the result. Saturday being the most popular. Yeah. Unless people are watching playing Enfield. Well, it is what it is. Like I said, I still feel like Enfield is a very different game compared to Arknights. And I feel like people would still watch Arknights for the gameplay. But you know, we'll see. Hello, Joshua. You see the skin that I bought? The one with Gladia? Yeah, I bought it too. I actually bought it last night. Once free of worry over survival, people will begin consider value. We pray that our thoughts, our deeds, and even our very existence will have value. Every one of Agir's systems is designed around unearthing that value within people. However, value is fragile. You need only look at it from another angle, and the mighty will become the tiny, hideous, the beautiful. It's a pity that, whether through apathy or inertia, people tend to not change viewpoints they are familiar with. And so, people live on their immutable value. For those values to crumble away, they would crumble alongside them. Exactly. When did despair begin to blossom in you? Was it when Miliarium left the home territories? Or even earlier after the passing of your familiar? Cassio? I'm merely grateful that you came to see me today. You reminded me of that I still have things to do and time runs short. Yeah. Oh my god, guys, she's showing her nipple! Gladia was showing her nips. I'm surprised you allowed such pessimism to spread in your city, Clementia. The Death of Life, a prehistoric diary collated and published by Avitus. This year it was released and it proved to be incredibly popular among the citizens. Yeah, I pulled for Ulpianos, but for 50 pulls, I haven't gotten him. I only got Stainless. Honestly, I'm thinking if I should like do another 10 pull just to make sure. You know what I mean? But like people are like saying, "Oh my god, you should stop now. You should stop at 50." Yeah. They wanted a peek into the unfamiliar life, a thirst born from freedom and idiocy. What you just said would be enough to trigger controversy in any nation on the land, Gladia. A tiny piece of that implies exhaustion and despair with every line. It tells the story of how a once glorious civilization hit a dead end, far more vividly than any raw data. And in today's Agir, can it really be considered an unfamiliar life? Agir may be the prehistoric civilization's heir, but that does not require its subservience. We need not condone the rise of exhaustion and despair. Agir stands unwavering due to its unbreakable rationality. It is our rationality that allows us to be aware of our possible destruction, perhaps even one of all humanity. Even those who have fallen, detestable as they are, at times make choices based on long-term examination and cautious reflection. You have personally executed no small number of cultists in your days in the legions. Yeah. They're like, ah, we're the Agir. We are actually the heir of the first civilization. Oh. Oh. Yes, of course. Every 50 pulls, you will get a 6-star. OPP worth through 200 pulls. Are you guys serious? Nah, I'm not gonna do it. I can't. I need Lapland. Was it this rationality that led you to hastily throw the hunters into the battle for the waterway program despite their recent return? That's it. I invite the two of you to look at the beacon tower behind us. It was once an important component of the interstellar expedition our ancestors planned for. Within the tower lie countless nanomachines. The first Agir city to break through the electron cloud would have seeded them throughout the sea of stars. Hello, Peter! They would self-proliferate, self-repair, and connect together into an ever-bright road network. With this, our fleets would have been able to jump freely between the stars. After the outbreak of the seaborne crisis, Agir turned its eyes from the stars, and the bioenergy system requiring support from a dozen or so cities was cut off. The nanomachines were incompatible with other energy sources, so after losing their specialized source, they all died within the tower. But our colleagues from the Academy of Technology have helped alter this tower to serve us in a different manner by lighting our paths. Since Miliarium left the home territories, it has been consciously marking seaborne nests. Huge volumes of data are now compiled within the tower's control center. With the precise location of these seaborne nests, our Class 4 weapons can destroy the primary nest in any targeted area of the ocean, driving away the occupying seaborne. This will clear a path of pure water leading back to the home territories, one that can support a waterway our main forces can pass through. Perhaps the seaborne will eventually regroup, but at the very least their accumulated nutrients will rot away in their absence, and any re-established nests will bear no fruit. Wait, so you're not guaranteed to get 6 stars every 50? I really have no idea how the Limbus the Arknights gacha is doing, you know, like the pity system and stuff like that. You are lecturing us on the core concept of the waterway program, Madam Consul. Yes, I am, Doctor. The Abyssal Hunters only managed to save 26 lives in yesterday's battle. The Seaborn were clearly forewarned. Between the oceanic interior and the continental shelf, this city has been fighting them for far too long. They are now adapting to Class 3 weapons at a much faster rate. Nest 37's position is of particular import. It strangles the throat of the waterway. Abandoning it would mean stumbling at the final hurdle. This is our final battle before the waterway can be opened. We must gather all the force we can bear as part of the program. The Abyssal Hunters are no exception. So I have 50 rolls. So that means I don't have an increased rate yet. Even if they have only just arrived home, can Agir ensure their safe return? New combat teams are being formed as we speak. They will confront the Seaborn directly and create an opportunity for the hunters to enter their nests and deploy the beacon. But as you know, these are merely routine tactics. I am unable to offer a guarantee. In that case, I know what you are worried about, but be at ease. The hunters are responsible for their own safety, as well as the risks they face. As this is a joint decision by two chief designers of warfare, I am unopposed, but I will not withdraw my objections. Gladia. An unbecoming sentimentality bubbles up in Clementia's throat. She wants to convey her guilt, her remorse, her regret. So it reset. But why is it that I still have that 50 pull thingy? She wants to give Gladia one last hug, just how she welcomed her back on her return. But she cannot. Gladia, Advisor Blandus has made preparations for your organic regeneration surgery. You should make your own before the procedure. Secondary pity? Oh my god! I got double pity? In freaking Genshin, you only get one. Doña Irene. Jordi. You were gone for the whole day. I was investigating a few things with the Sea Patrol. I also went on a trip into the ocean. I didn't enjoy it very much, so don't ask. $160 guarantees your next 6-star to be the banner one? Oh my god, that's even worse than Genshin Pity. Alright then. What about you? What have you been up to? It's not unusual to feel some discomfort. Cheer up, Jordi. This is your homeland. Judging by your expression, you've already studied Ryogan's data? The young Agir somehow nods his head while also shaking it. I'm not 100% sure, but there seems to be no real relation between me and that great naval architect. What does that matter? Uncle Thiago hoped I'd live Grand Faro, leave Iberia, but never told me where to go. Free 50/50s, oh my lord. It's Jover. But people need some sort of concrete connection, even just a name or some notes to truly trace their family history. Avitus said that even though the Seaborn crisis has been raging for over 200 years, Agir still has 100 or more cities comparable in size to Miliarium. It's up to me in the end. I don't know, man. I kind of feel like there's some sort of a pressure. Buy him in the shop next year. I used up all of my gold certificates, so you know, it's gone. I thought I was gonna be able to get him, but fucking Stainless just really went there. He's like, you want Ulpianas too bad. You were in chapter 10. You need to fucking continue my story. Are you stupid? If I'm not Briogan's descendant, then which city did my grandparents live in before they become islanders? Or was it the ones that's gone now? What kind of work did they do? How did they live? In the end, who were they? Sorry, you don't need to hear all this. You've just arrived here yourself, but you're already assisting the Sea Patrol with their investigation. Well, you've got nerves of steel. I'm just an Iberian who can't do a thing here. Yeah, I'm more F2P. I'm only not F2P when Lemon decides that I'm not F2P. Still, thank you. Dr. Kelsit is in charge of negotiations with the leader of this city. and the hunters have dived right back into their familiar battle, while my lantern and hand cannon aren't especially helpful right now. Yeah. Cue the big lemon sponsorship, yeah. It's already like here. It's already like right here. This one. Womp lemon sponsorship. The gear will permit Liberia to look around its warships and ports, but will not allow her to join the legions to help fight against the Seaborn. I can't understand that sort of war. Down here in the depths, all I can do is investigate any abnormal activity within the city, in case it could jeopardize the cooperation between Iberia and Agir. Why are you telling me all this? My hometown was destroyed in a catastrophe, Jordi, and I don't have many memories of it. The scripture I carry is the only connection with it I have left. It saved my life, and in doing became my guide, my faith. Yeah, thank you. That actually helps a lot, you know? Because especially since by the end of 2025, I'm gonna have to like renew my payment details for YouTube. So that means like that means like for a month or so, I'm not gonna be able to get YouTube fees. And then the only time that I ever get like money from Twitch is when Huker actually donates. But when I saw the Inquisition's dungeons climbed aboard the Stultifera Navis, I witnessed my mentor's sacrifice. Only then did I understand what faith was, accepted its weaknesses, found its meaning. You mean? I don't have nerves of steel, Jordi. I got lost and confused too. It's just that more often than not, the confusion becomes a specific issue you have to resolve, one after another as quickly as you can. Arresting the cultists, taking back the lighthouse invaded by the tides, finding a lost warship out at sea, aiding an ally in investigating a missing data scientist. The connection you're looking for can be anything, whether it's a hometown or faith. Keep looking, you'll find it. It may not be quick or easy, but you'll find it. Can I really do it? Oh yeah, because Lemon actually sends me money every month because I help him code and I actually draw. Yeah, I actually draw stuff. You know, I actually draw art for him. Can you not? You helped Iberia relight its final lighthouse and saved 3 Abyssal hunters. Didn't Laurentina tell you that that's enough to get a recommendation from the consul herself? Whether it is as an Agir or an Inquisition clerk, there are a lot of things you can do. Yeah, I really need to finish them. And my sleep schedule is not really helping that much, you know? There's like always a lot of things to do nowadays, but yeah, I'm almost done with the I'm almost done with the one with Apok, but yeah, then I'll just do yours soon. Yeah, I'm an employee. Yeah. Perfecta. You're back to the city, but from the look of your face, I take it the investigation didn't go so well, did it? Lucilla? Forgive me, I need to report on my progress to Consul Clementia. I'm not at liberty to divulge any details. Actually, I was looking for you. There's something I should have remembered back when you were explaining the situation to us. Nothing major, honestly, and might not even help. But I felt like I had to tell you. Go on. You didn't die multiple times, same. Did you die? You're the last researcher left. I'm really sorry. Can you give me 1 more hour? Polarpa Archeos Sparidium. Hypnea Hypnea fenestralis, Alimenia fimbriatus, Palmaria purpureus, Sargassum pennata. There's not a lot of 2 minutes left. I'll finish cataloging them real quick. Womp womp. Womp womp. That is that and this is this. Am I right, Roland? No need to rush, Tulia. I'm just here for a routine inspection. You know who I am? Yeah, she's really short, isn't she? She's even wearing shorts. We were in the same batch before the transfer assessment by the Institute of Development Planning. You might not remember me, though. Are you preparing to transport these seaweeds? And this doesn't violate any protocols, does it? Calm down, this building's handover procedures are already complete. If you leave the samples and cultivation equipment behind, you'll end up having to pack them away in bulk. Thanks for the warning. But with all these seaweeds, how could you possibly take them all away at once? Now that it's close to land, Miliarium will be undergoing targeted reformation. The city won't have the space or the resources to breed seaweeds. Yeah, I know. I'll take as much as I can. I'll think of something, some way that won't inconvenience anyone. But the base by the volcano is already... That was once Agir's biggest endangered plants reserve. I saw it get swallowed up by the seaborn. These primitive seaweeds are some of the simplest yet most tenacious life forms in the entire ocean. Whether in bright shallow seas, the dark abyss, or the flat seafloor, or cracks in the cliffs, they stretch out as best as they can. And they're as old as the ocean itself, pretty much this planet's living fossils. Oh yeah, I'm just waiting for that as well. Because I'm pretty sure I'm just gonna be doing the 20 pulls from the free 20 pulls from Hoshiguma Altar. Though I kinda saw how useful she was, because when she dies, she doesn't really die. Yeah. But when she's not attacked within 5 seconds, she can actually survive. No, you can't do that to me. You can't do that to me, Roland. I'm too fast. Yeah, she's got 2 HP bars. That's kinda disgusting. I'm no legionnaire and I can't go fight the Seaborn. These remaining seaweeds won't help us solve the Seaborn problem either. But I can't just let them wither away in here. You really love your work, huh, Tulia? Don't you? My little handy sent over a loading module. Sorry, but I can't stay and chat. Do you need any help? No thanks, I'm fine. When did that happen? The day before the Institute of Ecological Art relocated. I don't know what happened to her after that, and I don't know if she thinks Miliarium abandoned the volcanic power station and the plants reserve. But I can't imagine her doing anything bad because of it, because she's never abandoned anything herself. Tulia's residence had quite a few hydroponic tanks, but they'd been empty for a while. What you just told me might actually be significant, Lucilla. But if I may be so bold, why do you care so much about her affairs? From what I've heard, you could hardly be considered friends. Yes, something I don't. Okay, I've said what I had to say. I'll be going back to work now, Prefecta. There's just been more and more happening lately. The maintenance required for the city unit framework has multiplied several-fold, and I'm running out of ink as it is. But yeah, you will get 2 free 10-pull tickets? Hell yeah. Yeah, I'm not sure what Haruka does actually. So she's an abjurer. Oh, I see. She heals. Little handy. Prefecta Secunda. Obtain data on the city of Miliarium from the Institute of Facility Management right away. Retrieve all locations suitable for enclosed hydroponics. Also, contact Irene. Tulia may have left other clues within the city. Ask her to meet me as soon as possible. First battle, almost 1 hour in. I love the yapping.
どうにも鎧がきつくなった気がするわい。特に腹回りが怪しいが、まあ、ガートリングは相変わらず手に馴染んどるし、問題なかろう。
ドクター、ここっていい景色だね。リーダー、チャーシューアップルパイ。リンゴちゃん、今日もよろしくね。
We're gonna put Pragothia.
L'ombre qui gît à vos pieds n'est pas la vôtre.
And Jordi. Here. Why are you biting? What the fuck? Bro, stop biting that.
La haine brûlante traduit vos pensées.
Haruka is an idol. Oh my god, he's so fast! What the fuck? This boy is fast! Did you see that? Did you see how fast that was?
あなたの指示通りに頑張って治療はもうすぐ終わりますから。
Yeah, I mean when I'm off stream, I'm just I could play Arknights in a very, you know, in a more passive manner, but it's like I don't really. I mean I'm streaming, so yeah. Bye bye. Okay, that was 3 minutes. Yeah, I did. I upgraded Honeyberry, but only until E1. It's okay though. It's okay. I got Jordi. Reassessing biological safety of operating theater now at permitted levels. Surgery may begin at any time. Hunters, just as before, you will be kept in a deep sleep during the automated surgery. I will also be manually repairing your outdated internal auto-adaptive junctions. This room is filled to the brim with specimens, and these lab tables are all rather familiar. How long has it been since we last laid down in such an environment? 5 years, Laurentina. I should really be waiting for your medulla replacement surgery to finish and your cell originium assimilation rate to stabilize before I handle any of your hunter-related issues. But time is short and I have no choice but to restore you to stable condition to the best of my abilities. Jordi! Yeah, I mean I can use Honeyberry if things get insane with the nervous impairment. But like right now it's just what? It's the 4th one. I think things get serious at like a later time, right? My apologies, Laurentina. Sentimental as always. Right, as usual. A candle will be lit by your side so our little mermaid won't look so pale while she sleeps. I've asked my staff to prepare it for you. I knew you'd remember. Please maintain a comfortable position and stay safe. Stay still while the regen gel fills. Really? Is Jordy the best one? The best boy? This isn't so different from back then, except there's a lot less hunters now. Clear a trench of scum, close your eyes, listen to some advisor prattle on, then sink into the regen gel and take a nap. And once you wake up, all the nauseating smells left on your body will be gone without a trace. While you were in the adverse fickle environments of the land for long periods without care, your bodies became extremely unstable. The auto-adaptive junction can monitor your seaborn genes, but 5 years of wear can render even the most precise instruments dull. Moreover, your immune systems have also fallen into disorder thanks to their long struggle against the seaborn genes. I will do my best to restore you all to peak condition, but anything lost during those 5 years is out of my hands. Yeah, it is much easier now, Keen. Yeah, I feel like it is much easier. I mean, everything so far have just been quite kind of easy, except of course, the more challenging ones, which are the trials of the navigator stuff. Yeah. Okay. Gladia, our reunion at the tribunal was less than cordial, so I would have liked for us to consider this our first meeting since your return. But you haven't said a word since we started. Is there anything else you need to tell us in regards to the surgery, Blandus? If not, then save it for after the procedure. We can discuss the changes we've felt over the past 5 years as well as the changes you've felt. Please stay still. Anesthetic procedures will begin in 10 seconds. Well then, sweet dreams, hunters. Advisor Blandus, some things have come up that need your reconfirmation. Did I not say that once the operating theater doors have closed, I would be mending the hunter's auto-adapted junctions and must not be disturbed? Central Control has discovered some abnormalities. You should personally check them over just to be safe. Hold on then, I'll get the door. Wait, let me just drink some water actually. My tongue feels a bit dry. I don't know why. I'll be back in a bit. It's much easier than the last one. I bet it is because it's like the fourth one is also IS3, right? Because it's got the last night, the other one, Ishar Malah, and then the last one is that big thingy. I don't know. The monitoring units in the dome were performing an emergency scan. We noticed a concentration of algal signatures here. The Tragothea boss fight, yeah. I had to rely on Kyostin for that one. Holy shit. He's got the Muiner method. Does the knight from the thing is that does it have the knight's corpus? Or, Thanks for informing me. Not a problem. Since you're already participating in Tulia's case, there was no reason to cut you out partway. The place where the dome and the ground meet. This former experimental field for roadside coral. Yeah, it's actually nice that Muinar has a taunt. Which other operators has a taunt, by the way? I don't know. Is there anything that's like a whatchamacallit, like a defender that does that? You know, the taunt, the one where enemies prioritize him more. Yeah, good luck with the Matador, Lemon. Though it can compare to the specialized setups at the Institute of Ecological Art, it's much better for seaweed breeding than small-scale hydroponic tanks in a room. Whether it be in her nature or out of an ulterior motive, Tulia did not apply for authorization to use this space. She found it on her own without telling anyone. Damn. So Muinar is the only one. Shin Megami Tensei? What? Yeah. Yeah, there's a remastered version. It's an RPG. Hey, I remember this. This was in PS2. Yeah, I remember this one, but I have not played it. I have not played it, but I've seen it. My friends back then, they also had their own PS2, and they actually played it. I watched them play it. Yeah, because one of my friends before, she had an older brother back then. To stream it? Like when? We can't say for sure if there's a church hideout here, or if Tulia is still within. In short, stay alert. Okay. Okay, I'll try to draw it sometime. Team 1 has already formed a defensive perimeter around the neighborhood and will monitor the roads. Irinate, go with Team 2. Enter via surface roads. As for the roads connecting the dome and the mezzanine, leave them to me. Got it. Move out. Wow, I can't... See, that's the thing. I kind of wanted to train Jessica Alter as well. Probably on sale right now since it's Black Friday. But let me check. Shin Megami Tensei 3. Nocturne. Yeah, it's on 70% sale actually. The remaster. God, it's just like, what, $2? Amazing. But everyone is just downvoting it for some reason. Yes, I'm looking at freaking Steam while I'm streaming Arknights. Yes, I'm very professional. Yeah. Who's there? Have you found something, Perfecta Secunda? Do you need reinforcements? Somebody blocks her path, or more precisely, prevents her from leaving. The one in her way lurks in the shadows formed by the angles of the buildings, their entire body blending into the darkness save their eyes. Eyes that Secunda are all too familiar with. Stick to the plan. Secunda cuts her comms. Wow, it's all pianos. Okay. Alright. Yeah, you have a good one, King. Yeah, I swear, like, it's $2. Again, I can get it. I don't know. It's just that, They say that it's harsh. Oh my god, I'm gonna die. I'm already bad. Actually, like I told you guys, I have been playing where winds meet. You guys should play it. Actually, you guys should play where winds meet. It's like a wuxia, a Chinese RPG. You know, I only got like 30 hours on it. How is it? It's got some exploration. It's a pseudo open world. You can play solo. You can also play co-op, or you can also play co-op. And it's kind of brutal in its fight, because I was trying to fight a boss a while ago, and holy fuck, you really need to learn how to deflect, to dodge, and to deflect and dodge, just to make sure that you don't die, because every time you enter a mission, you're only limited to like 1, 2, or 3 potions. Yeah. Tank an airstrike, but Monster already does that for me. And Ulpianus doesn't have a maid outfit, so, you know. It's been a while, Magister. Blandus, the weapons technology advisor for the Waterway program and an expert in Class 4 weapon R&D, correct? You're not from the lab. No sudden moves. If the bristles of this long-beard comb-toothed grass pierce your skin, you'll quickly fall into a tormented dream, where you'll sense your consciousness being slowly torn apart. The variety used for euthanasia has been bred to be milder, but wild ones are still plenty cruel. You may look half dead, but I know for a fact that you're the sort who really cares how they die. Church of the Deep, don't you dare touch the anesthetized hunters. What an odd fellow. Even as your life is threatened, you think of them first? You may care for the hunters, but you've never trusted the Abyssal Hunter project itself. You question its rationale, its damage to the nature of humanity, and all the sacrifice it requires. You took part in it, but only so you could personally control all the risks entailed. You experienced its demise firsthand, so the extensive project, interlinked with so many others, come to a hasty end after an uncertain failure. So I doubt you'd want to send these survivors, freshly returned to Agir, back onto the battlefield. No, you don't understand. What I do is only to protect them from further harm. So why not halt the procedure? Stop them from joining the battle for the Waterway program. Oh, really? It's too live service, yeah, quoted for you. Yeah, that's fair. Yeah, that's fair. You can say that. You can play it with SF2P though. It's, yeah. I'm not even I don't know. It's I'm okay with it either way. Enfield gonna need 42 gig. It's fine. I still got a lot of space on my hard drive. Oh no, my SSDs. I mean, I got 2 SSDs with like a total of 3 terabytes. 42 gig. Yeah, it's fine. I'm good with it. Holy shit. Okay. Then Shin Megami Tensei. Okay, we'll try next week then. God damn. Okay. Yeah, I'll buy it after stream. It's already on my cart. The surgery is fully automated. I can't just stop it. Sever the oxygen pipeline before the operating table, and I'll cut the procedure short. Don't think we don't know that. If you won't do it, we can do it for you. After you finish handling the hunter's advisor, come take a walk with us. Explain the principles behind the Class 4 weapons, as well as how to shut them down. Stop. If the operation is forcibly terminated, the hunters will be irreversibly harmed. Scum. Oof. The researcher stopped on his tracks. He dares not step forward, yet dares not move back, for a lance has pierced his torso, his blood dripping down its shaft. A demi-fiend? But they only have like body paint and stuff. I'm seeing it right now. Yes, I look up stuff during my streaming. What the fuck? Yeah, I need more. I'm gonna try to look for more um research about this one. It's been so long since I actually saw this. Holy shit. Yeah, it's Gladia. No, I'm not a demi furry. Get out of here. Get out of here. It's not being a demi furry. You do not wish for me to ram this straight through your chest. Let go of your hand. What are you doing here? Don't ask pointless questions, Secunda. You're investigating Tulia too. Did you find anything? She's simply an ordinary data scientist who got caught up in this. She discovered something she shouldn't have. Attempted to warn the authorities but failed. You were too slow. What she encountered has nothing to do with her past. The battle outside the city, the abnormalities within, the sea patrol staying uninvolved with the waterway program. You've noticed many oddities, yet at the same time your attention was so easily diverted. Yeah, we can talk about it later. Yeah, I can look for other things because the demi fiend is it's just what I can see right now is just a male, a guy. Kinda reminds me of that guy from Demon Slayer. Oh my god. Yeah, but I'll probably look more into it. I want to use Gladia a lot because I have Opiano, so the skin wasn't wasted. Yeah, I just bought the skin because why not? You mean Cassia? Precisely. You were once so focused and keen as well. So the day you decided to leave the Abyssal Hunter Lab to join the Sea Patrol, I believe you had reflected upon yourself and chosen a more suitable path. It seems that this was not the only time you have allowed emotion to cloud your decisions. Aside from your clothes, you haven't changed a bit in 5 years, especially not how you talk. Whether as a researcher or a hunter, you never refuse to hear a student's questions, but would refuse to answer if you thought the question itself was wrong. Would you use Gladia? Maybe. I've used her in IS, and I can see why she's actually pretty good. Even alone, even in a non-abyssal hunter team, I can see why. But yeah, I don't have Spectre. I don't have Scabby. I don't have Ulpianus. And I think yeah, but you can place Gladia on a high tile or a melee tile, so that's actually pretty cool. Start with Persona at least. Oh my god, the Persona! I know that game. I've never played it though. I've only ever watched my friends play it back then. I've watched way too many games and played too little of them. There are no worthless answers. Their worth lies in the questions. Questions are the most effective means of tempering your thoughts, and your questions were always most pointed, Secunda. Then there should be no fault with my original question. What are you doing here, Opianus? Yeah, big damage. This is the scene of a Sea Patrol's investigation. A fugitive abyssal hunter like you should be laying down his anchor and making clear his position. Gladia and the others have proven an effective force in the battle for the waterway program, while despite also surviving, he chose to return to Miliarium like this. That's more than enough grounds to attack you. The return will only make the situation more volatile. Even through Tulia's case, it is clear that the so-called waterway program is riddled with issues. Agir has learned nothing from the failure of the Abyssal Hunter project. What are you going to do? Prevent this nation from sliding into the abyss. I'd say you're looking awfully like our enemy now, though. Doubt me as you will, Secunda. Real crying. What's happening in there? An ordinary Agir doing all she can. But Agir will no longer show her any respect. Who are you? Irene. Opianus? Nobody responds. The hunter has already faded into the shadows. Oh, my guy just suddenly disappeared. He's gone. What the? Why aren't you asleep? Dead. I'm not the only one. Hello, I suggest moving the hand carrying the whatever grass away from the advisor's neck. You. Ah! A fair hand tightly grips the plant held by the researcher, its glistening tentacles struggling fiercely as they nip off one by one. I told you to move it away. The real researchers are in the instrument recycling room, probably injected with paralytics. They won't wake up for a while. I also took care of the goons in the corridor. Oh my god, she took the goons! She took care of the goons, guys! Oh my god, that's disgusting. Their normal form. Yeah, see, the thing is, I invested more with the Laterano operators. Did you leave any alive for questioning? They won't die before the Sea Patrol takes them away, at least. Gladia, Laurentina, Skadi. Blandus stand in the center of the operating theater. The hunter steps towards him over the intruders lying flat on the ground. They do not lower their weapons. Not going to explain the trick you played with the regen gel, advisor? My dearest Blandus, just to be clear, we are no fortune tellers. Swordfish thought something was off from the start. We've undergone hundreds of surgeries. We probably spent more time sleeping in gels than in our beds. You should know that even if the operation failed to restore us to our full potential, we should still have returned to the battlefield. Yeah, they did. I mean, to be fair, the first event that I had was the masses travel. So, you know, it was kind of expected that I'd go for I'd be Laterano. As I told Ulpianus when he came to me, all I wanted was for the participants of this program to live like normal people again someday. I wish for my fellow people who'd come from all walks of life to have the chance to finally return to their former lives. Skadi could continue her life wandering, hammering away at complex lighting arrays while taking pictures of the seabed nobody else would understand. Laurentina's skills could let her become the next shining star in the Institute of Physical Art. We could watch the graceful stars projected across the dome while she dances alongside the meteors of the Sofan Theatrum. Or perhaps we would find her works on the street corners of each and every city. Flavius, the seaweed breeding technician, Nona, the songwriter, Lunia, the exotic organism researcher, and Celsus, the youngest ever scientific exploration fleet commander. We both still remember the names of all these hunters, Gladia. We both had our fill of sacrifice. This is far from the first time I've heard this little cliche of yours. Your feebleness and stupidity are already enough to earn you a death by my lance. Luckily for you, those church scum arrived just in the right time to save your hide. You're saying their actions have coincidentally proven my innocence? That's not what I wanted, Gladia. What I must do will not change. Your innocence is of little relevance. My point was that by choosing to expose themselves now, risking everything to stop us hunters from rejoining the battle, and even holding an advisor hostage. All it shows is how effective the deployment of the Waterway program has been. Blandus, Weapons Technology Advisor of the Waterway program, abandon your little tricks, complete our surgery, and return to your original posts. Is it the one where she's dancing with the other one? I kinda don't remember. Honestly, I kinda just like Spectre's design because it's like a nun outfit, you know? Clementia's orders are that once Nest 37 has been successfully marked, the Class 4 weapons are to immediately strike against all nests by the waterway. The church is grasping at straws, as one can surmise from what those dregs were talking about earlier. They will not stop. The Abyssal Hunter project no longer exists, Blandus. If sentimentality clouds your mind and renders you feeble, tear it out. Forget it. Gladia, you're the same as ever. No, even stricter with yourself. What I ask of myself has no bearing here. Just yesterday, out of 2 entire fleets, we were only able to save 26 people from the seaborne encirclement. Before we entered this old lab, I had just learned that those 26 legionnaires had already applied for positions in the newly drawn army. War is never ending and no soldier can tear themselves away from the battlefield. That's all it is, nothing more. Seaborne. Where dome and ground meet, an entire wall is covered in remodeled hydroponic tanks. Various species of weed grow wildly, and several large clusters have already begun to grow out of their tanks. Separated by a transparent wall, they face the gloomy sea water. Oh my god, kill it! Kill this bitch! A lone seaborne wanders about, like a lost spirit. Its tentacles are tightly wound around the transparent container, and the rest of its body shakes and sways as it drags itself toward the tanks. This clumsy posture. Oh, basically her normal outfit. So why is she a nun? See, the thing is, I have no idea how Spectre's lore was. As though it's unaccustomed to its body. Are you Tulia? You can still speak. You still have your humanity. Tell me, what happened to you? Left and returned. Data. Someone used. Waterway. Signal. I told her, but she... Told who? Ocean. Fall into ocean. She got abducted and lobotomized by the Church of the Deep. Ah, damn. Where would I actually find that story? Actually. Yeah, where would I find that story? Because by the time that I was already in Undertides, she was already there. She was already there, right? City left. They're still here. Oh, you'll read it in her 5-star version? Ah, dang it. I see. Well, I don't have her 5-star version, unfortunately. I think you can't get her in normal banners anymore, right? So far. Give her some space, Irene. The seaborne cells have completely transformed her body. Her mind is near the point of no return. We've handled similar transformations. This stage in seaborne degeneration is extremely unstable. It's far beyond the point where we can provide palliative care. You sure took your time. I ran into something. We've been misled. Someone deliberately engendered suspicions regarding the scientist's past and her motives for joining the Waterway program. It's led the investigation astray. You mean that woman from the Institute of Facility Management? That's right, Cassia. Once we're finished here, the Sea Patrol will inform the Institute of Facility Management and arrest her. Tulia noticed occasional abnormalities in the signaling system and told a friend, possibly Cassia. She exposed herself to the church. Really? Is it still on... Is she on the kernel now? That's sad. Guys, where can I get Spectre? Yeah, it's really sad. She became a Seaborn. She'd have been chased towards the fringes of the city, where she fell into a drain and was carried out to sea by the city's circulatory system. Do you remember how we found pieces of biological tissue on our excursion outside? Crossing between two anchorage points without equipment is far beyond the limits of the human form. So in her desperation to return to the city, she ate that strange flesh. What's that she's holding? Plant nutrient fluid. Her consciousness should be gone by now. Don't tell me she returned to the city just for these seaweeds? Oh yeah, if I get lucky, I'll get her. But you know who I get instead? Fucking Popcar. Just keep on getting Popcar. Yeah, recruitment. Yeah. These primitive seaweeds are some of the simplest yet most tenacious life form in the entire ocean. Whether in bright shallow seas or dark abyss or the flat sea floor, the cracks in the cliffs, they stretch out as best as they can. And they're as old as the ocean itself, pretty much this planet's living fossils. A violent shudder. Pained wail. The seaborn suddenly stops as though it had just noticed something. Its tentacles recklessly crash about and the transparent container tumbles from its grasp, spilling nutrient fluid all over the floor. Biomonitor readings increasing rapidly. Her transformation is accelerating. Why did she suddenly stop? Did something happen? Irene walks in front of the Seaborn. As she passes by the glass of the hydroponic tanks, she sees her own face. Yes, I believe she saw what she had become. A data scientist, yet also a woman as simple as the seaweeds she cultivates. She chose to stay, or perhaps knew that following the Institute of Ecological Art to another city would not have truly helped these seaweeds as they gradually lose their place out in the wild ocean. Yeah. Wait, I'm just gonna... Yeah. Wait, I have a call. I'll be back in a bit. I gotta answer this call. God damn it. So many interruptions today. Wait, I'll just answer this call. Hi, sorry. Hi. Yeah. Sorry. I had to I had to answer a call from my mom. Yeah. I had to hello Elaine. Hi. How are you? It's okay, Air Rumble. Yeah, I hope you're doing okay. Yeah, sorry sorry I had to like go out for a bit. Yeah. I was just answering a call from my mom. From me mom. Oh, you're doing good? Nice. Yeah. I'm glad that you are. Yeah, Lemon just bribed me to like play Shin Megami Tensei 3. Now I'm gonna have to like draw myself for the thumbnail. So yeah, there's that. But now she has become one of the pollutants, threatening them herself. Irene closes her eyes. Man, poor Tulia. She just became a freaking Seaborn. To play SMH, but you can afford to get it yourself, SMHs. Nah, yeah. She's basically. Nah, Lemon was actually playing SMT3. Yeah, he was playing Shin Megami Tensei 3 and I think he was enjoying the pain of it too much that he wants to see me suffer as well. Yeah. Man, we didn't even get to talk to her that much. I mean, she's so cute. She's cute. Go do it as well. Yeah, so true. I never knew this Agir woman who loves seaweeds. She's only ever seen her image in the little handy. And now before their first meeting, she's already become the seaborn she sees before her. Whether by rapier or hand cannon, she should end its life. I believe she can no longer answer our questions. It seems you're familiar with this sort of thing. I once heard a Seaborn play a broken song aboard a ship. I apologize for underestimating you earlier, Irene. The land and the sea are connected. You might not have experienced the front lines of the Seaborn conflict, but you've witnessed both what has changed and what has not, equal in their weight and cruelty. Yeah. Irene! But for now, let me handle this. She is Anagir. Irene sees Secunda walk past her side, stopping in front of the Seaborn. The expressionless prefecta places her shield between the Seaborn and the wall covered in tanks, then raises her weapon at the once woman. Wails. Her journey ended. Her home close at hand. His song. Whoa! She chose this place to sleep. Yeah. Yeah, apparently it's because it's like Spanish. It's Spanish. So you get to like say Irene instead of Irene. The Seaborn collapses to the floor. The commander's shield blocks its spurting bodily fluids from entering the hydroponic tanks. The seaweeds sway, quietly respirating. Man, who's gonna take care of the seaweeds now? She's
Я
dead!
не хотела, чтобы
No.
все закончилось так.
And
Но
Rami,
кто же
my daughter.
остановит врагов, если не мы?
Yeah, I've been doing okay. I've been doing better actually. Lemon has been helping me a lot with financial things, so I've been able to like, stay more afloat lately. Voice log number 33. Unknown language, unknown time. The Stargate's remodeling plan is an apparent success, and we have re-established connection with Talos. A 2-year backlog of information has been flooding in, but it is bare of any good tidings. First, it was the observatory stations on the asteroid belt, then the entire system's interstellar hub. Finally, the cruise fleets orbiting hospitable planets also fell into silence. Even the ancient colonial fleet turned into a nomadic museum was not spared the same fate. Along with these shocking revelations came similarly unexpected data left behind by Valeria. Her notes resembled her very being, long-winded and inexhaustible. However, she seemed to have spent her last days repeatedly poring over literature and history alongside the technical documents, studying how these great men died, what their last words and epitaphs were. Hello, bye, Rumble. Yeah, I hope you catch another stream. Yeah. See, the thing is, you can always join my Discord server if you want to. If you haven't joined it yet, that's where I announce my streams. Next week, I'll probably start taking breaks. Yeah, from the everyday, from the everyday Arknights streams. Yeah. Because I've been streaming Arknights almost every day for the past 1.5 months. Because I really wanted to grow like an Arknights audience, I really want to. And I can see now who are the people who are staying. So, I'm like, yeah, I think I'm content with that. I'm okay with it. However, she seemed to have spent her last days repeatedly poring over literature and history alongside the technical documents, studying how these great men died and with their last words and epitaphs were. Like a child on the day before their coming-of-age ceremony, rifling through their parents' wardrobe in a frantic search for attire dignified enough for an adult. Yeah. See, because I've been, like I said, I've been trying to get a bit of an audience variety, like people that would really want to watch me play Arknights. Cause I mean, there's nothing much happening with Limbus, That's why I'm like, I'll just go with a game that's more active, I guess. Though it's gonna be like it's gonna be a bit, well, we're gonna have Limbus again for the next month. Yeah, not really like Limbus every day, but more like Limbus once a week, and then we're gonna try to do that because it's gonna be Canto 9 soon. And everyone's just posting about Enfield. Did she find her own life inadequate, insufficiently weighty? No, she left practically all that she had at the Stargate. If she had lived in the past, wouldn't her achievements have been inserted into the annals of prehistory? But now it seemed nothing more than a narrow door opened between two tiny black rooms in the dark. I fear it won't be long before the door is shut once more. In the end, the history of humanity has exceeded the bounds of humanity itself. Yeah, but I'm not gonna be a doomer about it. Enfield is gonna be out by like next year. I'll just wait for that. It is what it is. I didn't get the access, so I can't really do anything about that, It's something that I don't have, so why should I worry about it? Reading error occurred. Run fault diagnostics? Do you need my help, Mr. Avitus? Oh, no, I was merely observing this abandoned little handy. Abandoned? By who? Don't worry, that's not important. What brings you here, Jordy? I'm hoping to find something to do. We're clearly in dire straits, and I'm sure this city is full of problems in need of solving. They won't just reveal themselves to me. Enfield is an entire game. Yeah, it's not set on Terra. It's actually set on one of the moons of Terra. It's Talos 2. Also, I gotta admit, I was pretty hypersexual when I was still like in in my late teens and my early 20s, and I feel like some of the stuff that I've done during those times, I probably wouldn't have survived them. I probably should have been dead at least like, I don't know, probably 4 or 5 times because of the things that the risks that I've been getting. But I think I'm in a better place now. I think that's what a relationship actually does to you. Like you're in a stable place, and like you don't really you don't really think about it that much. Yeah. Like, I mean, that I think I'm gonna be still, like thinking about it. Like, yeah, you guys have that, that thoughts of like being horny and stuff like that, but the physiological reaction that comes with it is gone, and it's not, also taking antidepressants and like getting counseling and all that shit actually kind of fixed me. Generally speaking, in that situation, you should go for the Institute of Development Planning for an assessment. Dead by what? I'd rather not talk about it. I'd rather not talk about it. There are some things that I've, it's not illegal and stuff like that, but very risky. Yeah, like like life. Even now that I look back at it, it's kind of life threatening. See, the thing with being, with being someone that's kind of a little bit old, someone that's almost a hag, is that you kind of have some experiences, and the thing is, I grew up before the internet became like, like a big thing. Okay, like right now, it only takes like a few clicks to get into like the most degenerate shit on the internet. Okay, like for you to see those kinds of stuff. But back then, you really need to like go in person and do those things, And the thing is with real life, the stuff that you see, the degenerate stuff that you see online, it's very different when you actually do it, like for realsies. A hag alley. Blue Archive players call hags a girl who's hit 18. Well, the thing is, we're not in Blue Archive. Yeah, so basically that's how it is. I was yeah. See, this is the problem when your family is a very conservative Christian family that have repressed all of your, repressed every single thing as something that's like sinful or like demonic or like satanic and stuff like that. Like, oh, you feel like you feel like you're not, you actually like women and stuff like that. Oh, well, guess what? That's actually the devil and shit. Oh, you're actually yeah. You're actually touching yourself. Well, yeah, that's satanic. That's from the devil and shit like that. So yeah. Yeah, you never want to be in a conservative Christian family, because that's you know, I kinda envy some people that never grew up in a religious household. Yeah, I envy them, because they never had to suffer anything that I did back then, and it kind of led me into like getting into like very reckless behaviors. Yeah, because once I got into college, I'm like, you know, once I got to college and I had a bit more freedom, I'm like, holy shit, I'll do everything. I'm gonna do everything. I'm like fucking free. I'm free from everyone and I don't give a shit and stuff. Yeah. So, you know, and like I think even back then, you know, even back then when I was a kid, I was a pretty questioning, pretty inquisitive mind, you know. When there was one time when I was in church, I actually asked the pastor, you know, I actually asked the pastor, so if everyone is gonna get judged at the end of times, you know, at the end of times, you know, when you know, it's like the final judgment and stuff like that, like the one in you know, in Revelations and stuff, like, so if all of the souls are gonna be judged by then, so where do the souls of the people who died right now go? Are they like stuck in limbo? Are they like stuck somewhere? Or do they all like, you know, go to like another afterlife or something like that? You know what I mean? Yeah. And the pastor was like, you know, you don't really need to question that. And I'm like, okay. Well, the pastor said that I shouldn't question it, so however, if you were looking for me specifically, I'll try my best to help you out. Oh my god, it's Friday! Yes, it is Friday. Oh my lord, it's Friday. Actually, yeah, what's special with Friday? For me, I think Friday has kind of lost its meaning, because every day is just the same. You know, I don't if I was still working like my normal job, uh Friday should have been specials. Yeah, no more work for 2 days. Yeah. But I was raised kind of a bunch of religious values, even if toned down, with that kind of sucked a lot. I can't imagine how much worse it would be. Yeah. Yeah, you guys are lucky. You guys are lucky. It's the thing is, I'm not atheist. I still want to believe that there's like a higher power out there, but it's like one of you know, I feel like it's kind of it's not what you call this? It's not the one from any religion that's out there. It's like this being just created everything and then it doesn't care anymore. So I kind of don't really care about them that much. Paganism. Oh my god, a pagan. The witch. It's a witch. You're a highly experienced and respected scholar after all, and many in the city call you Magister. Magister, my last work was The Death of Life, a book with no educational value whatsoever. I read it actually, although I can't understand much. With so many cryptic words, like Starship, Stargate, it seemed like from another world. Oh my god! Jump scare! Oh my god! Hello, Tompio. that the orthodoxy chose to step down as an institution instead of aiming up to the monarchy. See, the problem here in the Philippines is that a lot of the religious institution actually controls politics here. So yeah, that's a problem, you know. Yeah. So they say that there's supposed to be a separation of church and state in the Philippines, but there's none. There's none because a lot of the politicians in this country are being controlled by religious institutions. Like, for example, there was supposed to be a bill that would help with the contraceptives and stuff like that, and sexual sex education, so that teenage pregnancies would actually go down in this country, because if you actually look at the figures, Philippines has a high rate of teenage pregnancy, right? There was supposed to be a law that would enable schools to actually teach about sex education, but the Catholic Church has blocked that. Basically they urged their followers, not to vote any of the politicians that would agree to that law taking into effect, because they think that they don't need that kind of education, because the only thing that they need to know is that sex should only be with a married man and a woman. That's about it. But what they don't understand is that regardless of how much you control the thing, how much you want to control the narratives, people will actually do it even when they're not married. So yeah, if people are gonna do it even when they're not married, regardless of what the church thinks or not, might as well educate them, give them access to contraceptives and shit, legalize abortion and stuff like that. There's this one guy, you know what, I'm getting a bit political again. Yeah. Let's just continue with the game. Okay. Yeah, take care. Yeah, take care, Elaine. Yeah, for real. Thank you for still stopping by. I'll draw Yuri and Yuri Faust doing Yuri sometime soon. It's just that lately I've been busy with a lot of other things, but you'll get it. No, but I don't forget. Okay, I don't forget. Yuri and Yuri Faust doing Yuri stuff. Okay. Another world. Ha, you're right about that. But I found myself undeserving of the title Magister. Oftentimes I find myself lost in confusion. Jordy, do you remember when I told you that blood ties were unimportant? I do, but I may have been a bit misleading. While we indeed care little for blood relations, relationships themselves are an excellent lead to follow. When one is lost, one ought to find a relation to reality, be it a life or an ideal, and seek a way out. Yeah. If you actually think about it, Philippines is the only other nation aside from the Vatican that doesn't allow divorce, by the way. Like that, let that sink in, by the way. The very country where Jesus was supposed to be, the person that they are following, the same God, by the way, that they are worshipping, is actually legalizing divorce. Can you believe it? If I may be so bold, can I ask what your own relationship is? My familiar. How exactly? She shared the same thoughts and goals, and would enrich both my spirit and my ideals. I loved her as ardently as I loved Agir, as well as everything we've done for it. I live in a life surrounded by mountains of prehistoric material written in their strange script and incomprehensible grammar. I enjoy the process of translating it into Agirian text. Yeah, even Israel has legalized abortion. Even highly Catholic countries like Spain, I think, have legalized divorce. So yeah. Yeah, that's the thing. I wouldn't even use Vatican as a reason because technically all of the people in the Vatican are fucking priests, which means that they are not allowed to get married in the first place. But guess what? In Vatican law, they do fucking, yeah. But in Vatican law, they still say that you're not allowed to divorce there. But in the Philippines, yeah, as well. You know, you can't divorce someone. You can do like an annulment, but not divorce. Yeah. So, you know, it is what it is. It is very funny. That was how we met, and I still remember how she'd throw herself into her work. Her eyebrows seemed to dance whenever she talked about something of interest to her. And when I told her so in those exact words, she actually went to the Institute of Physical Art to find out if eyebrows could dance for real. What a strange form of art. Did they manage it? Strictly speaking, no, but some of their researchers were inspired to later develop the technology to make her hair dance on its own. We've experienced a catastrophe that silenced the entire sea, and the seaborn continue to threaten our existence, but we remain committed to exploring science, art, and our vision for the future. Lava bridges that pump power from the planet's mantle, aquatic artery hubs that transform currents into fountains, artificial suns illuminating the depths of the oceanic abyss, and ecological bases filling the barren seafloor with life. Hi, Leiheng. I'm okay. I've just been doing the Arknights grind for quite a while. You know, it's because someone, I don't know. Don't let me become political. I'm fucking old. That's the problem. That's the problem. When you're a hag, apparently one debuff that you have is that you're gonna discuss about societal topics because you've experienced a lot more shit, apparently. But yeah, welcome to the stream. I hope you are doing okay. We are doing Arknights right now. The normal Arknights because Endfield is not yet, yeah. And now I'm unk and political too. Oh my god, you are! Because you're Leiheng. Let's go. Arknights is a political game, they just don't say it. Yeah, they don't say it because they're scared of China. Am I right, guys? Oh my god, I'm gonna get some harassment now. Holy shit. But yeah, we're doing the latest, a rerun of the event, and it's about the Seaborn. So it's technically related to Limbus because yeah, the Seaborn are here. We persist in transforming what the predecessors lost into mystical megastructures. We need only a spark to spur on countless inventions. 150 years is truly too short. 150 years? Yes, the average lifespan of an Agir. Short, you say? The more dangerous the era, the more valuable our creations become. We firmly believed in living fulfilling lives and would gladly have gone to our end without regrets as we passed down the fire of civilization. You play a bit of Arknights when you have free time. How is it though? How is it for you? Oh yeah, they would get harder into politics if it wasn't a Chinese game. You're so right. I wish they did, but it is what it is, right? Yeah, that is very concerning. Like, oh no, you censor even blood. Now what does it look like? Oh no. We planned an educational system we believe was better than the Institute of Incubation. Once our child was born via the incubator, we would raise them ourselves. They would possess a surging spirit and fresh ideologies and become part of a more creative generation. It is unusual to raise children personally, but we had hoped to pass on the values we treasured from the fulfilling lives we'd lived. Yeah. Oh my god, the white blood. The white blood, guys. It's hard because it's a very much a lock-in game because each mission has a ton of story. I love it on weekends though. Yeah, see, there's the thing. That's the thing, Leiheng. A lot of the people on my stream are actually skipping the story and they're just watching my stream because they you know, they see me read the story. See, this is we've only had one battle so far, and we're already at the 2-hour mark, by the way. Yeah, to be fair, I've been derailed by the talk of like religious stuff and politics stuff. So what happened to her? Dead. I should not have laughed. That is fucked up. The way that he delivered it, it feels like he was just deadpan saying that, yeah, dead. Remember the predecessor mentioned in The Death of Life? He took a shelter in an unknown refuge as he watched the sky pressing down on the earth each day. He already had a premonition of his own end. There was nothing he could do but calmly welcome its advent. That's someone else's life, a life far too distant from ours. Is it though? Are we not currently going through the same things? Give it 50 years, maybe 100, and even the vast ocean may no longer hold a single drop of pure water. The Seaborn have unwittingly overrun the ocean faster than we can create, devouring what we were once proud of, turning survival into our only priority. I watched as she was engulfed by despair. One day she calmly gave up on our idea of raising our child ourselves. After all, everything we have inherited would only be lost in an era predestined to perish. 5 years ago, the Abyssal Hunters went on to the lair of the firstborn and no one returned alive. Soon after, she got sick and died in depression. Our son was successfully born in the incubator, but I sent him to the Institute of Incubation. This was also when I began questioning the meaning of my own existence. My apologies, Jordi. I was supposed to be providing you guidance, wasn't I? I've already severed my relationship with the real world, but perhaps you have someone or something you still have ties with? But I gave up chasing Briogan long ago. I can't even waste even more time chasing an unreachable shadow. Maybe I could delve into the notes he left and learn how he developed his tech, and not just because I might be his descendant. Never happened. Ah yes, propaganda, am I right, guys? Yeah. But because you also have talent and dreams in that field, you can try the Beacon Tower then. Briogan was involved in its reconstruction, so if you're familiar with his handiwork, perhaps you could help them out. Every Agir leaves their own quirks in their writings, theories, and technologies, so sometimes all you need to sort out a trickier part is someone more familiar with the author. Thank you, Mr. Abitus. Can we fight? Advisor Blandus, are you alright? Of course. The cultists failed to stop me from performing the surgery on the hunters. I'm asking about your physical condition. Thanks, Secunda. I see you're still. Given your strange aversion to medical aid, someone has to confirm you're alright. Although judging from your condition, I'm guessing I'm not the very first to try sending you to the hospital. Perhaps the waterway program is too overwhelming. I'm something of a doctor myself, so I do know how to keep myself healthy. Healthy enough not to slow down the program anyway. You know, you should take a look at the plant the cultists were trying to use to kill people. It's difficult to imagine someone at the Institute of Ecological Art using it as paint. Well, seeing as how you're not in any immediate danger, I'll need you to cooperate with my investigation. I saw Ulpianus recently. I see you have too, only briefly, at the Savante room. And you didn't report this? Catching a momentary glimpse of a familiar figure is hardly worth reporting. Yeah. They have become the yappers in Calcit's stead. No fucking way. I'm not joking around, Advisor Blundus. The data scientist's case has been confirmed to be a murder by the cultists, and it may be related to the assault on the lab. Ulpianus seemed to know the victim well and openly expressed his distrust of Agir. It's always been like that, more action than words, and ever unwilling to reveal his reasons. His unique style doesn't explain all the doubts about him. I still need to check if he's linked to several church cases. Yeah, I can see that. I can see that it's not as worthy as Stultifera Navis, you know? But then again, Stultifera Navis is a bit of a special case because even the freaking text is actually even the UI is different from the usual. Segunda, do you really lack any other leads or suspects more worthy of investigation? Or, I should ask, is this obsession with Ulpianus merely your own whim? Segunda, I'm the one who rejected your application back then. What did you just say? Bro, she's so surprised. Look at her eyes, it widened. She got so surprised. I said it was me who rejected your application to volunteer to become an abyssal hunter. Ulpianus concurred, but I was the one who officially rejected you. Why? I saw your documents from the Institute of Development Planning. You'd written genetic research in the box asking for your aspirations. You only had to look at another file to see that becoming a hunter was another of my aspirations. Oh my god! When should we actually go for the Rhine Lab, arc? After which story chapter? We considered you extremely talented even among the participants of the Abyssal Hunter project. During our technical discussions, you were the only one to ask Ulpianus 10 questions in a row and get answers for all of them, the highest record for a freshman researcher. The eerie transformation techniques were dangerous and unreliable. We were always searching for a better integration method. It was ultimately your theories that advanced the program's technology. I considered it an honor back then, at least. But the program itself is nothing to be proud of, Secunda. The concept was born nearly 2 centuries ago, a far cry from the average citizen's impression today. It was only 20-some years ago that Ulpianus made it into a reality. In the 100+ years before that, it was never afforded any systematic scrutiny or research, only endless debates. To exploit our countrymen and integrate the flesh of other species into ourselves to save our humanity was tantamount to toppling the very foundations of Agir. Yeah, I got all of those unlocked already. At least by next week, those are gonna be unlocked. I think after chapter 10, I'm just gonna do like one stream for Heart of Surging Flame. It's kind of a bit off season, but I need it for Lumen's I need it for Jordy's module. But Ulpianus is a decisive man. He can abandon his research, ideals, emotions, and even his humanity without a shred of hesitation. The sole principle he abides by is to benefit Agir. And perhaps he will save Agir someday, but our country should not be founded upon boundless self-sacrifice. Ulpianus understands better than anyone that his very existence is actually his country's woe. And so the Abyssal Hunters do not need a second Ulpianus. Agir should not have a second Ulpianus. There should be no one in Agir who wishes to become another. I could practically hear him saying him. I once joked to him how much better it would be if you were my student instead. Perhaps you could continue the research he and I used to work on, the evolution of Agir cells. Or perhaps you'd start a new field entirely. You could have become one of the leading scientists of our time, with the opportunity to explore the primordial mysteries of all existence and lead us into the future. Blandus, the two of you had no right. I'm sorry, Secunda. Did you start reminiscing about the old days just to tell me I shouldn't bear a grudge against Ulpianus? So it continues from chapter what is it just from lone what kind of lore was it? Like, is it the one from the start of the game, the one with reunion or stuff like that? Did you start reminiscing? Okay, I read that. I did it so you'd see him in a new light. Being too eager to capture him will do neither of you any good. Aren't there cultists ready and available for questioning? Don't forget your duties, Secunda. Where are they? The first floor, in a booth in the equipment administration room. They need me to show you the way? Not really, so kinda major spoilers. I think Babel should come first, right? I know where it is. The Sea Patrol will take over the detainment of the criminals. I'm so sorry, but you can't go any further. We're currently... Wait, didn't I see you at the tribunal? I know who you are, the emissary from land. If you don't mind me asking, what exactly are your duties in this diplomatic mission? Yeah, gotta be mysterious. I'm the doctor, bitch. They said after chapter 13 or something. The data scientists seem to have completely transformed into a seaborn by the time she was found. It would be difficult to obtain any further information from her other than the fact that this set of data seems related to the waterway and the beacons. I've finished analyzing the content. There are unusual data interactions between the beacon within the city and the ones deployed in the nests. The signals come from many spots within the city, and I've already inspected the port hub and any possible ships. The only remaining location is Lab C-22, one of the earliest Abyssal Hunter experimental research labs. Hello! Oh my god, thank you for the raid, Mastiza! Yeah, welcome. Yeah, we're doing Path of Life, and you know, it's been 2 hours and 20 minutes and we're still stuck in we only had one battle so far. We've just been doing the story. Can you fucking believe it? Yeah, everyone is gonna see more story than gameplay. You know, I actually timed the game when I was doing it. It was only a grand total of 3 minutes. 3 freaking minutes. Can you believe it? You should be familiar with the place then. However, it is far livelier here than I can remember it ever being. Skip the story since I play it in release order. Yeah. Crazy? Yeah, I was crazy once. But, you know, the thing is, I recently played Stultifera Navis, so I just felt like it would flow much more naturally if I played this Path of Life. Secunda has even deployed a garrison in the name of protecting Blandus, a hindrance. Yeah, a rubber room. A rubber room full of rats. Yeah, I swear, Stultifera Navis was so long. Oh my god. Oh my god. I feel my throat just dying. a hindrance. I'll help draw their attention if needed. I can manage the sea patrol for now. You should focus on the toughest target. Yeah, we're gonna distract this guy. We're gonna distract this guy. You're still progressing quite fast though. Yeah. Only because the battles are pretty easy. Yeah. I have not seen a boss from all of the chapters that can't be killed by Lemon. In the flesh. Yeah. My throat is just shot. That's why next week I'm gonna stop streaming Arknights every day. I'm just gonna do like 4 days of Arknights, then 1 day of Limbus, and then probably 1 day of like a different game, and then I'm just gonna rest 1 day. Yeah. Yes, they drove me crazy. The rats drove me crazy. Next week, Ali gonna stop streaming Arknights forever. No, it's not that. Just gonna do like yeah, golf with your friend and Everhood today. So it was a nice break. Yeah. What other games do you play actually? You know, before I started streaming Arknights, I've been playing like a lot of different games actually. I played this year alone. I played what, like XCOM 2, Silent Hill F, Project Zomboid, you know. Yeah. Yeah, apparently I got bribed. Yeah, Monster Hunter as well, but like, you know, I kind of don't remember Monster Hunter Wilds that much because I just feel frustrated with Monster Hunter Wilds performance issues. Bro, I've sunk like 900 hours on Monster Hunter World. You know? No one will watch that. You know, I used to be an RTS nerd as well. The very first RTS game that I ever played was the first StarCraft back in the 90s. You know? I was there when the StarCraft before StarCraft even had Brood War. You know, Brood War is actually the expansion, I think. Yeah. Yeah, that's the first game that I had, and then I had Red Alert too. Holy shit. Age of Empires 2? Oh, I played Age of Empires 1 to 3. Yeah. It's kinda sad though because the yeah, I know what you mean. I know what you mean, Mastiza. It's Jover. Sometimes it do be like that, you know. It do be like that. There are times that I kind of want to just keep on playing like the games that I usually play, but you know, a lot of times the things that I want and the things that people want are very different things. Unfortunately. And yeah, you know, streaming. Yeah, we're gonna try like Shin Megami Tensei next week maybe. 3. I'm gonna buy it today. Age of Mythology, you know what, that's fair as well. Age of Mythology is pretty nice, but like I don't know. I kinda like the realism of Age of Empires. Yeah. I got bribed, that's why. Lemon bribed me. So there it is. Yeah, it got skill crept all the way to hell and back. Yeah, that's true. I can't even get mad at that. You guys know Heroes of Might and Magic? The first one that I played was Heroes of Might and Magic 3. You know when Heroes of Might and Magic got released? It was in 1999. That was only the one with Erathia. and then they expanded into Armageddon's Blade, and then it ended with Shadow of Death. I finished the first two. Yeah, I finished the first two. But the last one, the Shadow of Death, I wasn't able to finish it because by then my brain cells are just dying. I wasn't even born then. Yeah, like I said, I'm older than every one of you. I'm like a hag already. Yeah, and I'm not even gonna deny that. I'm not like one of those people that are just denying that, that are just saying that, oh, I'm forever young. I'm forever in my 20s and stuff like that. No. Back then I was playing. I had a Pentium 4. I had a Pentium 4 PC with 32 MB RAM and a 32 gigabyte hard drive, and I was playing Warcraft 3, the original Warcraft 3, Reign of Chaos. That was the game that I was playing, and I thought back then that I would live forever. I thought back then that I would be able to keep enjoying these games all the time, and here I am now. I'm a freaking Kitsune, Raiju Kitsune PNG tuber playing Arknights. I'm in my 20s for at least 7 more years. That's nice. Enjoy it while you can. I'm not gonna say how old I am exactly, but I'm quite old. There are some, there are some people, I think, okay, for people that are like 18 right now, I could be old enough to become your mom if I got pregnant when I was like a teenager. Being called is cool though, yeah. Only because you know a lot more people and you've experienced a lot more things. Regressed into being mods. Oh no. Oh yeah, I also played the first Diablo game. I first played the first Diablo game with my first girlfriend back then. Yeah, when we were in high school. Well, technically the first time I ever played Diablo 1 was using, like, I don't know, was it like a Windows 98 computer, or was it a PS1? Either of the two. Yeah, either of the two. Like, I played that one, but I played Diablo 2 much more. Holy shit, I love Diablo 2, especially the expansion. Back then, Blizzard was still a pretty based company. Yeah. Oh my god, DOS? Oh my god, MS-DOS. Holy shit. I remember, yeah. God. I have seen PCs with 5 megabytes of RAM and 5 gigabytes of disk space that are running in Windows 95. Can you fucking believe those times actually existed? And then, the it was already top of the line that they had the Microsoft Office back then, because back then, some of the people that I've seen, they were using WordStar for their word processing. Like, for when they're typing and stuff like that, they got WordStar. Ninja Turtles on Sega. I think the first time that I ever played console games was in Nintendo. The Nintendo Entertainment System. Not even the Super Nintendo Entertainment System. but just the Nintendo the Nintendo Entertainment System. I think I played the original Mario. Yeah. Original Mario, but the game that I really liked the most back then in the Nintendo is actually Bomberman. You say your institution helped diagnose and treat oriphaty in our hunters, and now you hope to assist me with their organic regeneration surgery. Absolutely! And you can leave with peace of mind. The church's assault here is just a minor episode, and the hunters have already returned to their hibernation. I'll be constantly monitoring their physical condition, so your gaze, no matter how vigilant it may be, will be of little use in their recovery. I see the hunters were telling the truth. You really have a terrible sense of humor. I see they have developed a deep friendship with you while wandering about on land. Bomberman! Oh my god. You know, I think that was the first time I drew a Bomberman OC, you know, of myself. Like I actually drew a Bomberman version of myself, and I gave it like a gown. I gave it a gown and I gave it wings for some reason. I don't know why. Don't ask me. I was a kid back then. But my Bomberman OC was it had wings. It had wings. And yeah. Oh yeah, so every Slavic country is addicted to Counter-Strike. Yeah, I can see that. To be fair, Philippines also had a Counter-Strike craze back then. You know, the media, the local news outlets actually reported on Counter-Strike like way back then. You know, Counter-Strike, they were like, oh my god, it's teaching the kids to be like violent and stuff like that. You know, yeah, the whole blaming video games for violence and stuff. Yeah, just my god, I'm like exposing my age. Red gaze reference. Dante, complete your dailies, Dante. Insist all you want, it doesn't change the fact that you will be of no help during the operation. I mean, no offense. This place was just recently raided, so please return to where you came from for your own safety. Blandus no longer pays you any attention, his gaze falling back onto the holographic projections before him. His gaze? Like the red gaze? Through those squares, you can clearly see Gladia, Skadi, and Laurentina deep asleep in a transparent gel. You didn't manage to get a full grasp of Agir's writing system before coming here. After days of fumbling your way through the city, you can still only recognize about half the symbols shown in the visuals. We already knew we were ahead. Yeah. Thank you. Thank you. I'm glad. I'm glad to know that. That's why whenever people like below 20 years old approach me and then they try flirting with me, I just say, oh my god, don't approach me. I'm like, get away. What was violence blamed on before video games, I wonder? Okay, let me think. Hello Nersha, welcome to the stream. Violence was blamed before video games, right? They were blamed on the movies. The movies, yeah. Hate when people flirt with me. Yeah. Yeah, honestly, yeah. I'm not really into like flirting with other people now. I mean, before I was pretty flirtatious as well. Yeah. They blamed the cave drawings. The cave drawings, it actually showed people hunting the mastodon and stuff like that. How are you, Nersha? You didn't answer my question. How are you, Nersha? Yeah, like black metal. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. I remember that one. I remember that one. Oh my god, that's the devil's music. Yeah. I remember that one, yeah. But you observe a more important phenomenon within them. Whenever Blandus selects an image, it would emit a faint beep. That is to say, every chosen image generates a corresponding beep on the monitoring unit. Can I help arrange the visual display? Of course, of course. I didn't die from poisonous potato. Okay, that's actually a win now. Yeah. See, the thing is, I have discovered that spiders actually help control mosquito, general like pest population. So I've always feel bad if I kill spiders. Whenever I see those big ass spiders that creep people out, what I do is just just lead them out, something like that. Because most of the time these spiders, when you try to do like some when you try like tapping on the wall where they are, they just go away. Hey, someone posted Canto 9 in your Discord in channel something I forgot. I forgot. Don't go there after stream. Mods, delete this guy's balls. Whoever did that. I see you really want to stay. I won't force you to leave either. Seems you really do care for the hunters, and I like people like you. Yeah. I don't mind bugs, you see. Bugs are actually pretty cool. You know, except the wasps or something. Fuck the wasps. Kill them all. Flamethrower these motherfuckers. Whoa, free bottom surgery. Yeah, it's not gonna be pretty though. It's not just bottom surgery. That's yeah. Oh yeah, cockroaches and ticks and bed bugs. Yeah, they can all die. You know, if I find a genie, I would say I would spend all my 3 wishes for killing cockroaches, ticks, and mosquitoes. Immediately. Little handy, the doctor isn't familiar with equipment in a gear, so keep an eye on things. Understood. Doctor, as long as you don't touch anything you shouldn't, then. No, I'm the doctor. I touch anything I like. The corridor's monitoring unit just beeped. Someone's looking in here. Another beep for the experimental cabin in front and the counter corner further ahead. There seems to be some sort of pattern. Someone in the control room is rapidly switching the order of the holograms back and forth. Doctor, what are you trying to tell me? This way then. The operation is complete, Doctor. Thank you for your fast and furious cooperation. The hunters will need another 10 minutes to awaken, but I guarantee the procedure went without a hitch. So if you could now leave. The hunters seem to be deep asleep. They were unable to get any proper rest on land despite what I'm sure was the best possible accommodation from you and Rhodes Island. Take the image of a termite queen out of my mind that I shoved down in an abyss. Were you able to actually see it personally? Because actually, there was that one time when I was a kid, we actually, me and my friend, we actually dug out an ant colony, you know, like an ant hill or something like that. Like we were prepared back then. You know, we made sure that we had shovels and everything, and we had like stuff that would protect us from the ants. And we saw the ant queen. We saw the Ant Queen there. I was like, goddamn. We knew immediately that it was the queen because of how big it was. They were unable to get any... Okay, I read that. Even now, they've just only arrived home, yet now must rush back to the front lines. A single operation and hibernation session is far from enough to restore them to full strength. Yeah, it sorta looks like a worm. It sounds like you tried your best. Wouldn't say so, even if I fulfilled my duties. There is a fundamental difference between the two after all. I believe you mentioned your expertise in the field of oriphaty. Could you tell me what it's like to be a patient? They fight their fate for the rest of their lives. Fate. It means an inevitable direction or end. Interesting. The ancient sages once discussed the concept of fate, but it's been a long time since anyone has brought it up. You see, oriphaty does not exist in the ocean and most other diseases we manage to cure. We all choose our own paths in life and the trajectory of our civilization is ours to define. For the longest time, we have forgotten what fate even is. Yet now, the ineradicable disease we've engraved into the hunter's blood cannot be dealt with medically. Borrow your concept, one might call such a problem fate. Each of the hunters held their own dreams, their own life, but now they have no choice but to live alongside slaughter until they die themselves. I've tried many methods to bring them back from this dead end, all to no avail. Even now... Gladius awake. They seem to be in a hurry. I should get going too. It has been an honor to speak with you, Doctor. I hope you can take good care of them if given the chance. Yeah, that was me and my friend. Yeah, I was pretty tomboyish like way back. I think I used to get into fights back then as well. Like I actually fought other guys like way back until I got like what? Until I got into like grade 5 or something. So the mods stopped threatening me because I posted meme in the city channel. I just lack communication skill. You should post them on the meme channel. There's like a meme channel there. Nah. You speak to communicate. Are you like oh my god, ancient Egyptians with their hieroglyphics. Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, don't worry about it. Oh my god, we're finally getting our second battle. Okay, you have a good rest, Swagamer. You have a good one.
Ragazzi, probabilmente dopo non ricorderò neppure le vostre facce.
Oh my god.
Iniziamo.
Where does he go actually? But here
ちょ
comes
っ
the
と言いにくい
Nibbler.
んだけど、私が巻き起こしたトラブルは私にしか収められないの。みんな助けに来たよ。まさかベルス・ディオ・ボーレント。本気で行くよ。
Cominciamo.
Je suis partout.
Oh well, that's not permanent, I think. Monster, cut off their balls.
Ricevuto.
Falli a pezzi. 本気で行くよ。
Yeah, after almost 3 hours. Can you believe it, guys? Holy shit. You read it. You read it. Can you confirm it? Which one? Didn't the piece the Originium in the ocean? I kind of forgot actually. Sorry. I forgot. Sorry.
最適な不覚の形
I'll try to read it if ever. There's no Originium in the ocean. Yeah.
本気で行くよ
ジジイにもジジイなりのプライドがあるんじゃ。
状況は僕の形
In attesa di
わあ見ちゃうところだった 最適な手玉
Yeah, sorry. No one can beat Monster. Sorry. Oh my god, guys. Oh my god, guys. We actually had a bit of a longer combat. Wow. Surreal. Yeah. Sea Patrol. Here to interrogate me. Interrogate. I never thought I'd have anything to do with that word. You should have thought of that when you intruded on the lab. What about before then? What makes you and I so different? Why interrogate me? What have I done to deserve being questioned? At times like these, I feel like our methods are too gentle. According to our envoy from Iberia, they're more than happy to incorporate punishment into the process. So if you're finished talking nonsense, state your identity. Yeah, they get what they fucking deserve. I'm a former roadside coral breeder. Motive? You ever paid close attention to the coral by the road patroller? We hoped every cluster on every street would take on a different form or color, even different capabilities. Transport tubes pass through the cavity-filled cluster on the east side of the Sopantheatrum, and under the glimmering tubes a polyps glimmer back, a patchwork of dots of light, like a nebula in the miniature. Then there's the ones around the port. As it happens, I have been paying close attention to some of the roadside coral recently, specifically the ones growing in your experimental field, where an innocent data scientist died. Her dreams, her obsession, her love for seaweeds were as beautiful as the coral you speak of. But you murdered her. You asked a good question earlier. What makes you and her so different? So why are you still alive? What did she do to deserve death? She found. Found what? Speak up. Or are you implying that I should be asking Cassia this question? You. What is the church planning against the waterway program? Will you be attacking the beacon or the weapon? Speak. Church this, cultist that. I'm still not used to being called names like that. You sure they're not just convenient excuses for you to arrest people? This so-called church and its cultists, what part of them is holy exactly? I don't worship any kind of imaginary entity. I just agree with how Cassia sees things. From the despair engulfing Agir, she can see the nation's fragile nature. People place too much importance on the value of things but are unwilling to recognize how fickle these values really are. They become worshippers at an altar. But now those values are crumbling away before Agir falls completely into despair. Someone must sound the alarm. Perry, you're just trying to loosen my lips. You won't get another word out of me. If you're feeling impatient, go ahead, scan my brainwaves. You won't get anything out of that either. Questioning you is the last respect I'll give you as a human being, scumbag. Maybe you believe yourself innocent and your actions free of conspiracy. But you will tell me everything I want to know. Now speak. Captain, it's almost time for us to leave Skadi. I know it's urgent. The front line is barely holding ground against the Seaborn. The loss of 2 entire fleets is really hitting us hard now. According to their most recent missive, Legions 8 and 10 failed to regroup into formation, and they are now mired in a bitter struggle. If the beacon cannot be deployed at the designated position within the nest, and the deadlock continues, it will mean the failure of the waterway program. Understood. The Legion fleets are about to launch an offensive across the entire front at all costs, all to attract the Seaborn's attention. As for us, squeeze through the battlefield, infiltrate the nest, and deploy the beacon. Correct. How would you rate your current condition, Skadi? I got some good sleep at least. My first dreamless sleep since our last campaign. The situation in the city is getting more restive. How do you know where the doctor has gone? SMH. I know you want me to keep the peace and protect the doctor, Captain. You want me to stay. To be honest, I am conflicted. Cleansing the sea of its dregs is our duty, but I am also responsible for your safety. Have there been any signs of Ishar Malas steering once we return to sea? If it has, it's been real quiet. If it speaks up, I'll shut it up. Actually, I've got something to say to you, Captain. We've never been this cautious in our work before. We had our ways of handling this sort of thing. If the Church's God, the one that Scum called Ishar Mala, really is inside me, then if I ever go out of control, I want you to execute me on the spot. Simple as that. My heart's right here. I trust you won't miss. Skadi, I'm not finished. If you or Shark start to fall under their influence in battle before I do, I won't hesitate either. What I was going to say is that, with war close at hand, I can imagine nothing more reassuring to hear. Let's go. Miss Laurentina. No need for that dreary, honorific little bird. We're not strangers, are we? Laurentina. Considering how long we've been in the city, I'm surprised this is the first time we've run into one another. This is sad. I've always wanted to take our brave little warrior out on a real hunt in the depths. Sadly, the nest we're headed is far too deep. Is too far and too deep. No way to bring you along. It's alright. Even if I had the option, I'd stay in Millenarium regardless. Oh. There's been a lot of happening in the city lately. The first time I wore deep water equipment and entered the ocean, I was immediately knocked about by the current. I hate to admit it, but I'd be dead weight out there. No need to talk like that. The first time is always rough. Anyway, I can do a lot more in the city than in that nest. Oh yeah, this is Secunda's event before anyone else, yeah. So true. And once you've completed your mission in Agir's weapon system, start cleansing the area. I'll have to return to St. Carmen and make an urgent report on why the sea surface has changed. So you meant we were to be parted once more. That's right. I'd be offering you all farewell gifts, but I wasn't expecting this before we left for Millenarium, so I have nothing to give. Don't worry about it. We'll meet again. While we won't be needing to drag you from the sea, half drowned this time, I have a feeling our next reunion will be unforgettable in its own right. Oh look, Scotty, I'm glad you are coming. Take care of yourself, Laurentina. Yeah, she is blushing. What the fuck, man? Finish with your chat? Yes. It's past time we left Hunters. Doctor, seems you got the evidence you wanted. Yes, you've been of great assistance. So, what's the verdict? As previously mentioned, there are unusual data interactions between the beacon within the city and the ones deployed in the nest. It seems the bulk of the work was handled by Lab C-22, namely the facility we just infiltrated. While I do not fully understand the principles behind the beacon system or the Class 4 weapons, the contents of these interactions can still be inferred. The coordination between the beacons and the weapons has been altered. As I surmise, the waterway program has been infiltrated at the highest level. Did you doubt the program from the start? The gay card, yeah, she is. I think Irene is pretty bisexual. Correct. Even before it was conceived, I had my doubts about Agir. From where? That decisive campaign. You were meant to kill the firstborn, but you lost your contact with your team. Skadi was left to take the burden. So you already know. Skadi trusts you more than expected. I put it together from what she said. My dereliction was due to a moment of distraction. In a cave, or rather a cavity closest to Isharmala's core, I noticed something that should not be there. Crude piles of meat, turbid mucus. At first I assumed they were nodules of its body, but then I saw clearly the measuring scales and flow channels around them. A corroded water flow meter. One from Agir, a design hundreds of years old. One that now only exists in museums. Hundreds of years old. Based on the degradation, it had sat within Isharmala's body for 2 centuries. But I had been told that no other Agir have ever managed to reach the firstborn before us. That is to say, before Agir was even aware of it, its people had secretly come into contact with the firstborn. The undercurrents between tranquil Agir are far more turbulent than anyone could imagine. I also found something odd while you were out. As soon as the hunters awoke, they left. They are being used to break the deadlock at the front. I can imagine the mission they have been assigned: to bypass the front lines, advance to the nest, and deploy the beacon. First support, now the linchpin? It's too quick. The advisor seemed more anxious than them. He left the lab at the first opportunity. Blandus. Then I fear we, too, must act as quickly as possible. If the coordination between the beacons and the weapons have been tampered with, then there is only one place to go, the core of the waterway program, the beacon launcher. As for you, I'll go see the one who gave the order. Consul Clementia. Okay.
各位撤収。そうだ。まだ
Yeah,
やり
I'm not
残しがあ
feeling
った
too
わね。
good actually. I think I'm just gonna, I don't know.
大量に届いた
Yeah,
お
sorry
やつに手こ
suppressed
ざってるん
actually.
だけ
I
ど、
was... I'm actually not feeling too
一緒
good
にやっつけてく
today.
れない？
Can we just continue this tomorrow? Cause like I'm kinda, yeah, not feeling too good. Oh wait, I got, yeah. I got
ドクター、陸
underflow
で貴殿
already.
に会えて光栄です。
Yeah. Sure? Okay. Yeah. Yeah, sorry about that, suppressed. I'm gonna have to like end the stream soon because I'm like really... I'm not feeling too good. Anyway, sorry about that. Yeah, we're 1 hour short. But at least we were able to progress onto 2 nodes. I'm sorry that, I'm sorry that I have to. But we will try to finish tomorrow. I'm gonna make up for it. Since hopefully it's a 3-parter. But I'll try to like finish it tomorrow, okay? But yeah. Thank you so much for watching. Oh my god, I'm so sorry, Apok. Yeah, I'm gonna have to go now. Yeah, sorry about that. But yeah, thank you for still visiting. But yeah, for now, for me. Oyasumi. Bye-bye.